Prime Minister says, Home Minister says, don't worry, nothing will happen. But on the other hand, Constitution is against you. The present bill is against you. It is very strange. Number 1 and number 2 of this country is completely misguiding the parliament with wrong data without any reason. States were organized by Dr. Ambedkar and other committee on the basis of the linguistic states. Sir, this is the disproportionate influence which was attempted by the North on the southern state, not by me, leader M.K. Stalin. It was a statement by Dr. Ambedkar committee.
முன்னணி மார்க்கெட் எக்ஸ்பர்ட்ஸுடன் என்ரிச் மணி இன்வெஸ்டர் அவேர்னஸ் கான்க்ளேவ் ஏப்ரல் 25. டிக்கெட்டை இன்றே புக் செய்யுங்கள்.
Since Mrs. Kanimuri Karunanidhi, honorable member from DMK, spoke in detail about the legislative package of these 2 acts and the dubious measures being taken by the government to push this bill. Please.
Sir, you don't want him to speak. Whether conclude or not, I will decide, not you. Please.
Sir, a detailed, elaborative speech that has been delivered by Mrs. Kanimuri Karunanidhi from a party, where she explained the dubious activities covered these 2 acts which was piloted this government. I want to make very small time to exercise my right. Sir, I never intended to take part in this debate, but I took a firm decision. I want to say a few words before this House after hearing the speeches of Home Minister and the Prime Minister. Sir, it is very strange. 2 bills having approved by the cabinet under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister have been placed on the table and it is being under consideration, and both the 2 exalted executives, none other than the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, completely deviated from the substance and pith of the bill, and they are giving justification on the other diabolical ways. It is strange to the Parliament. Not only strange, I categorically accuse both the Prime Minister and Home Minister and this government together undermine the parliamentary democracy and parliament values. I will explain. Sir, our apprehension is, having heard the speech of the Home Minister, nothing will be done to the Tamil Nadu or southern states. What he says is, sir, our apprehension is Tamil Nadu will be put into trouble. But whereas the Home Minister says there will be an approximate 50% increase. Tamil Nadu suffers no loss. Kerala will have 30 MPs. It is an artificially created apprehension in the mind of the southern states. Sir, the apprehension in the mind of the southern states, not in the year 2010 or 2011 or 2026, the apprehension in the mind of the makers of the constitution itself, north and south divide. Sir, the states were formulated under the statutory provisions of the State Organization Bill. The states were organized by Dr. Ambedkar and other committee on the basis of the linguistic states. I think that I am correct. The states were formed in 1956 by a statutory measures under the guise of linguistic states. When the linguistic states idea was put forth before this parliament, even period 5 years, Ambedkar wrote a very clear book which was the bedrock and backbone for this statutory. Sir, thus in that book he says there is a divided north and south. Sir, Ambedkar says in his book, I quote, the north is Hindi speaking, the south is non-Hindi speaking. Most people do not know what is the size of the Hindi speaking population. It is as much as 48% of the total population of India. Fixing one eye on this fact, one cannot fail to say that the Commission's effort, that is the Delimitation Committee that time, formulating the states, Commission's effort will result in consolidation of the north and balkanization of the south. Can the south tolerate the dominance of the north? I may now not to be breach of a secret if I reveal to the public what happened in the Congress party meeting when draft constitution in India was being considered on the issue of adopting Hindi as a national language. There was no article which proved more controversial than Article 115, which deals with the question. No article produced more opposition. No article more heat. After a prolonged discussion, when the question was put, the vote was 78 against 78. The tie could be resolved. after a long time, when the question was put to the party meeting, the result was 77 against 78 for Hindi. Hindi won its place as a national language by one vote. I am stating these facts. From my personal knowledge, as a chairman of the drafting committee, I had naturally entered the Congress party and closed. These facts reveal how much South dislikes the North. This dislike may grow into hatred if the North remains consolidated and the South becomes disintegrated, and if the North continues to exercise a disproportionate influence on the politics of India, and I am quote. Sir, this is the disproportionate influence which was attempted by the North on the southern state, not by me, leader M.K. Stalin. It was a statement by Dr. Ambedkar in the committee. So now, in the background, you see the answer given by the Home Minister. Home Minister says, sir, there will be only 50% increase. There will be no damage for Tamil Nadu or Kerala or southern state. Sir, my apprehension is, then why come for these legislations? If the Home Minister is standing before the House, don't worry, I will take off everything. Then what is the purpose of the two bills? What is the two bills says? Section 8 of the new bill says the seats will be allocated on the basis of the latest census. Section, sir, very important. Section 8 says the seats will be allocated on the basis of the latest census. That is the bill introduced in the House. But what Constitution says? Constitution says, Article 81, Clause 2, there will be the number of seats. For the purpose of Clause A and 1, there shall be allotted to each state a number of seats in the House of the people in such a manner that the ratio between the number and the population of state is so far as the practicable and same for all states. Sir, the word is very important. Ratio between the number and the population of the states. Constitution says ratio of the number between the number and the population of the state. Sir, I do not want to recall all the words of what happened in the constitution of state bills. When we formed the linguistic states, Ambedkar was very clear, according to G.P. Bant and other members, when we are forming the one state, one language, the reason is the language, civilization, culture, and all ethnicity values of the particular state, who speaks one language, who adopted one culture, should be reflected in the assembly. All codification of laws and whatever the rules going to be framed, it should reflect the people of the state, since they are adopting the one language. If it is the collection of the state, is it not fair on the part of the government to take all the wishes of the states from the linguistic states? It should be collected.
Please conclude.
But whereas Prime Minister says, Home Minister says, don't worry, nothing will happen. But on the other hand, Constitution is against you. The present bill is against you. It is very strange. Number 1 and number 2 of this country is completely misguiding the Parliament with wrong data without any reason. Sir, I conclude, sir. I conclude. In the name of women's right, Prime Minister wants to say we wanted to protect women's right. If anybody opposing this bill, they will be anti-woman. Sir, in the name of the women's right, the government is going to promote discrimination among the states. By the discrimination, you want to promote north-south divide. By this divide, you want to have a perpetual rule in the center. By the perpetual power, you want to establish theocratic state. By theocratic state, you want to impose one nation, one language, one culture. We will not permit your dream to turn into reality. Our state, our Chief Minister will not permit to the Tamil Nadu. We will oppose it. Thank you.